Good Monday morning, everybody. Chris Allen here on the Sam channel, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter, sponsored by Ace Hardware Marketplace. It is January 23rd, and we're just flying through this month, and it's already been an active weather month, and we're going to continue with a little more active weather. Now, of course, when I say active, red flags go up. Do you mean severe weather? Not necessarily. Not in this case. It's just an active weather pattern that continues to flow through the area. And here's proof of that. We're seeing off to the north of us this morning the more active weather. Now, this area that you see in the blue counties back to the west of us, that's a winter storm. Is it a watch or a warning? Let me, uh, at, at last check, let me make sure that it's still just a watch. There you go. So it's a winter storm watch. This is going to go for places like Indianapolis down to St. Louis, all the way down to, parts of Texas. Uh, um, and that's where some heavy snow is possible with the next system coming in. Now, I know that looks close to us, but it is not in the immediate proximity. I've got this zoomed out pretty wide here. So here we are. And what we're seeing this morning is just some drizzle. And then off to the north and east of us, this is snow, but this is with the departing troughs in the area of low pressure that are continuing to move off to the north and east. Well, it looks like a big mess, doesn't it? Well, it is. Once you get up into, say, Columbus, Ohio, Dayton picked up a lot of snow yesterday, Cincinnati, over toward Pittsburgh, and you go into the hilly areas, some of the Smoky Mountains and the Blue Ridge Mountains. Then it turns back to rain once you head over to Washington, D.C. and Baltimore. This is all the departing system. So we're not going to get much more today out of that system. The next system to watch is the one coming in to our west, which will bring us a good chance of rain, mainly rain, it appears, once we get into tomorrow night and into Wednesday. So that winter storm watch that you're seeing there is in anticipation of that next more potent system coming in, which I think is going to bring us mainly rain. And you're like, oh, can we get maybe just one more snow? Maybe. I mean, some of you will get probably a little bit of snow out of this, but this is the system that I told you. I've been telling you for about a week. It all depends on where that low pressure system tracks as to what we end up with. If it goes a little bit further north, mostly rain. If it comes a little bit further south, then we could see a good snow on the backside of it. Right now, it appears that it's going to be mainly rain, but there's still time to change, although the models are coming into better agreement as to what is going to come from that particular low pressure system. And they're pretty much in agreement with the temperatures too. Look at this. We're going to go into the mid 40s today, upper 40s tomorrow as that system begins to pull in, and then low 50s on Wednesday. See, we're always on that fence, it seems like. That low is going to track right through, say, about Fort Campbell to just right north of Bowling Green. And then I'll show you in the maps in a minute, but it's going to take a track that's going to leave us mostly on the warm side of things. Therefore, I don't see a lot of snow. Now, there could be a little bit on the backside as that low pressure system moves on. We get that, what we call that deformation zone. There's a dry slot, dry air works in after the rain. And then on the backside of the low, we could get enough wraparound moisture drawing in the cold air. And if there's enough moisture left over, then yes, maybe Wednesday night into Thursday morning, we could end up with a little something, something. But I don't think it's going to be that much. Now, it will turn colder, as you see after that, only upper 30s to about 40 on Thursday. But then we hop right back to average, which is mid to upper 40s, and even go back into the low 50s for a couple of days. There's some chilly nights in there, as you see, a few 20s, some 30s, but still, once you average it all out, it's still pretty average for the end of January. So it's going to be hard to say, yeah, we're going to get some snow out of this. Somebody might north of us, but right now it doesn't seem to be leaning that direction. Okay, here's a look at the current mesonet temperature sites across Kentucky, thanks to the Kentucky Mesonet at WKU as of 4:51 this morning as I record the podcast. Everybody in the 30s. Some of you may have frost on your windshield this morning, others may not, but mostly mid 30s, pretty much statewide. I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of difference going on as we go through the day. In fact, we will try to warm things up just a little bit over the coming days, but as you see, it's going to go right back down again. So here's a look at the temperatures over the next 24 hours. Starting in the mid 30s this morning, we'll go low 40s, 42, 43. It could get closer to the mid 40s down across the Nashville, Middle Tennessee area. North of us is going to be closer to 40, even some upper 30s. Cloud cover, I think that's going to stay with us all day, all day. There could be maybe a hint of sunshine trying to work through later, but it's just in wake of those disturbances and in anticipation of the next system coming in. I think we're going to stay mainly cloudy. So you're not going to get a whole lot of heat today at all. Then tonight we drop down into the upper 20s, maybe a few degrees colder than this morning under a partly cloudy sky. And then tomorrow we will see sunshine and we're going to warm it up into the mid 40s. So we could hit 45, 46, 47, get closer to 50 in a lot of places as the sun comes out. But just as the sun is out for the day tomorrow, by Tuesday night into Wednesday, that system to the west begins to pull in and the clouds will return. And then, of course, more rain is going to return to our area. Let's take a look at that. Now, I've got the future radar here advanced a little bit so that we can see on into this afternoon, into this evening. You see some of the snow showers that are flurries pretty much that are still around in the eastern part of the state this morning. All of that fades away. We get into tonight. You saw the high pressure right there that is pretty much over us tonight, during the day tomorrow. That's going to clear out the skies. Partly cloudy tonight, more sunshine tomorrow. Today, just forget about sunshine, I think, as it looks right now. Residual moisture hanging in there, so low clouds today. Then, as we get into Tuesday, things do begin to warm up. Notice that 546 height, that red line gets closer to Bowling Green. That's a little bit of warmer air, even more of a wind from the south and southeast that's going to try to warm us up closer to 50. But it's going to be, I would say, after dark tomorrow evening, say about 7, 8 o'clock. Look at this. We begin to see rain moving in. Now, what this is not necessarily a cold front or a warm front. It's a low pressure system, and you'll see it pop up on the screen here in just a second as I advance forward. This is why I say we're going to be, the way this thing is going to track, southwest to northeast, we're going to be right on the border of what is too warm for snow and what isn't warm or too cold enough, what isn't cold enough for snow and warm enough for rain. That's what I'm trying to say. We're always on that fence. We're fence straddlers here in Southern Kentucky, almost always. So here we go, like 9, 10 o'clock tomorrow night. Look at the snow back to the west. There could be some heavy banding of snow once you get into southern Illinois, the Boot Heel of Missouri, even southern Indiana up around Evansville, maybe even Owensboro, Henderson area. But look at us. We're just going to be in the rain. There could be a couple of times that purple indicating back toward Hopkins County, maybe even Muhlenberg County, land between the lakes. There could be maybe a brief mix. This is about midnight on Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, and here comes the low. See it back there, West Tennessee. So the track is going to keep it a little north of Bowling Green. Therefore, it appears that with the warm heights, as you see here, warm enough heights, 546 line, the 540 line is back to the west. So we're going to be on that warmer side of this system, therefore, mostly rain. And then this thing is out of here by really Wednesday evening into Thursday morning. Now, Thursday morning on the backside of this system, it could, as you see here, 540 height. That's colder. This is the warmer side. Here's the colder side. We could see enough draw from the backside of that low. That's what I was trying to describe earlier, to get a few flurries in here for Thursday morning. But the odds are kind of low for that to happen. It could happen, but I don't think it's going to amount to much of anything. All right, here, let's go to the maps, and I'll show you what to expect. And we'll ride along the next 7 days. Pretty quiet here this morning, but cloudy. There's still some mist and drizzle out there, and to the east of us, even a little bit of light snow flurries and snow showers, as you saw on the live radar. Here we go into the afternoon hours, into this evening. High pressure drying us out for the day on Tuesday. Looks pretty quiet around here. We continue on into Tuesday morning, afternoon, and evening. That's when the rain. Here's our low that's going to come right through western Kentucky. But that extension, that little shortwave trough, that disturbance is going to move right through southern Kentucky. And that's going to be like that straw I've told you about before, just like a straw, and just siphons in the rain and the moisture from the Gulf of Mexico. And that's the play out. And as you can see, that low is tracking right where I showed you on the future radar, with that trough extending through the area where it's cold enough. There will be a mix. There will be snow. There could be a little ice in some of the Blue Ridge Mountains down to the Smokies. Maybe Appalachia will see some of that. But as this low tracks right through western Kentucky, we're going to be on just warm enough temperatures to make it rain. And then this is what I'm talking about. Look at how that low deepens as it moves into New England. Heavy snows up there. We'll get a windy backlash of maybe some flurries. This is Thursday morning, but I don't think it's going to be enough to, call it measurable snow. It would be flurries probably at this point. And then here we go into Friday, into Saturday, and then next Sunday, here comes another front with another chance of rain. The rains keep coming. So somebody's not only blessed the rains down in Africa, Toto, but they blessed the rains here in southern Kentucky. But wouldn't blessing the rain, I mean, the way we talk around here, blessing something is like, that's a negative, isn't it? Because we say, bless her heart, bless his heart. And we really mean, she screwed up. Yeah. Yeah. Or it's more like we're cussing the rains. Yeah. I bless the rains down in southern Kentucky. Yeah. that's probably more like it. I think we've had quite enough already, but it looks like more is coming. Okay, you guys, I'm getting ready to head to Sam 100.7, 6 to 10 this morning for the morning show. We're going to have a lot of fun this morning, and I hope that you'll join me for that on your radio to work or at work or wherever you're going on your Alexa device, online. We've got it at bowlinggreensam.com, whatever you want on your phone. You can listen to it anytime, 24 hours a day around the world. God bless you. Thank you for watching this morning. And yes, also thank you. I should have said this at the very beginning, but thank you to everybody for your thoughts and prayers for Sheila. She is dealing with another bout of COVID on top of some of the other stuff she's been dealing with. She's here at home. We got her to the hospital yesterday, and she was in pretty rough shape, but she's doing a lot better this morning, and she is very grateful, and I am too, for your thoughts and prayers. I do appreciate that very much. God bless you. Have a great day, and I'll see you on the radio.